again, back in my seat, hoping for some laughs today. Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I am, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back at you again today with another reaction video. And we're going to get into some more Jim Jefferies today, man. Now, this bit has been requested by so many people in the comments. But just like I said, I got to get to things in my own time. But as I circled around and got to this one, and I just knew I had to get to it, man. Jim Jefferies is one of the best doing it today. His material is insane funny. His approach is always funny, you know, and the fact that there's plenty of stuff to dissect in comedy definitely makes it fun. And he definitely is on top of his game. He's got his own show out and stuff, you know what I mean? He's got plenty of specials for you to laugh your ass off at. And yeah, he's just doing his thing, man. So we're gonna get into this one today. This one is gonna be called Gun Control. Yeah. Oh boy, another loaded topic, man. I like loaded topics because it allows me to really open up and, you know, spew what I feel about life and all that. Now, granted, what I feel is no better or worse than anyone else, just different. I'm not better than anybody. Nobody's better than me. That's how I look at it. And yeah, this is another loaded topic. And gun control is a big deal. Always the conversations are back and forth. Some make sense, a lot don't. But we're gonna see what Jim Jefferies thinks about this. So yeah, this is in two parts. I hate bits like this only because they split them up. I don't care how long a bit is. If it's really funny, I'll get to it. His MD, muscular dystrophy bit, that was like a whole 20 minutes. That one didn't get split up, but hey, it is what it is, man. We're gonna abide by what it is because there's no other clips of this one mushed together. All right, let's get into this one today. Jim Jefferies with Gun Control. And if you like this reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe, dear boy. Keep everything going. And yeah, let's get right on into this one, man. Jim Jefferies, Gun Control. And I'm gonna do them continuous on the same video today, so don't worry, I'll handle all that in editing. All right, Jim Jefferies, one more time, Gun Control, right here on Eddie B TV.
Now, before I start saying this, I want to say this, right? I believe in your right as Americans to have guns. I'm not trying to stop you from having guns. All I'm saying is this is my personal belief on the opinion. My opinion on the, it doesn't matter. I don't like guns, right? I'm going to say some things that are just facts, right? In Australia, we had guns, right? Right up until 1996. And in 1996, Australia had the biggest massacre on earth. Still hasn't been beaten. And
damn.
Now, after that, they banned the guns. Now, in the 10 years before Port Arthur, there was 10 massacres. Since the gun ban in 1996, there hasn't been a single massacre since. I don't know how or why this happened. Maybe it was a coincidence, right? Now, please understand that I understand that Australia and America are two vastly different cultures with different people, right? I get it. In Australia, we had the biggest massacre on earth, and the Australian government went, that's it, no more guns. And we all went, yeah, right then, that seems fair enough, really.
Yeah.
Now, in America, you have the Sandy Hook massacre where little tiny children died, and your government went, maybe we'll get rid of the big guns? And 50% of you went, fuck you, don't take my guns!
Yeah. I'm gonna get to all this, man. I know this is gonna be good.
Here's where it gets confusing, right? Now, as I said, I'm all for your Second Amendment rights. I think you should be able to have guns. It's in your Constitution. What I am not for is bullshit arguments and lies. There is one argument and one argument alone for having a gun, and this is the argument. Fuck off. I like guns. It's not the best argument, but it's all you've got.
That's all you've got.
And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with saying, I like something, don't take it away from me. But don't give me this other bullshit. The main one is, I need it for protection. I need to protect me, I need to protect my family. Really? Is that why they're called assault rifles? Is it? Never heard of these fucking protection rifles you speak of? Protection? What the fuck are you talking about? You have a gun in your house, you're 80% more likely to use that gun on yourself than to shoot someone else. And people think, well, that'd never happen to me. You don't know that, because you know what? From time to time, we all get sad. One day you're happy, then you're sad, and then, it was...
Yeah. Wow.
Protection? I had a break-in in Manchester, England, where I was tied up. I had my head cut. They threatened to rape my girlfriend. They came through the window with a machete and a hammer. And Americans always go, well, imagine if you had a gun. And I'm like, all right. I was naked at the time. I wasn't wearing my holster. I wasn't staring at the window waiting for cunts with machetes to come through. Like, what world do you live in where you're constantly fucking ready?
I like this already, man.
You have guns because you like guns. That's why you go to gun conventions. That's why you read gun magazines. None of you give a shit about home security. None of you go to home security conventions. None of you read Padlock Monthly. None of you have a Facebook picture of you behind a secure door going, fucking yeah. Like, you're going to be ready if someone comes into your house. You have it at all fucking time. By the way, most people who are breaking into your house just want your fucking TV. You think that people are coming to murder your family? How many fucking enemies do you have? Jeez, you think a lot of yourself if you think everyone's coming to murder you.
I'll get to that,
So if you have it
too.
readily available, it becomes unsafe. You have it in your bedside table, one of your kids picks it up, thinks it's a toy, shoots another one of your kids. Happens every fucking day. People go, that'll never happen in my house, because I'm a responsible gun owner. I keep my guns locked in a safe. Then there's no fucking protection!
Yeah!
Someone comes into the house, you're like, wait there, fuckface. Oh, you've come to the wrong house here, buddy boy. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna fuck you up. Okay. Is it 32 to the left or 32 to the right?
Oh my God.
Your mother's birthday? Why the fuck do I know your fucking mother's birthday? Maybe if you didn't leave the window open because it's too hot in here, we wouldn't be getting fucking murdered, right?
Oh, that is good.
I find the NRA to be hard work.
Oh, man.
But the fact that they always think the answer is more guns. After Sandy Hook happened, the NRA said, and I quote, none of this would have happened if the teachers had guns.
Yeah, his face. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think they're forgetting what school was like. Yeah. Does anyone remember that casual teacher that used to, whenever she came onto school, that relief teacher came, you and your friends would see her and go, oh, we're going to make her cry.
That existed.
And then she'd stand in front of the class with a bit of chalk and her hands would be shaking. And you go, you're never getting married, are you, miss? Never going to happen for you.
Ooh.
Then she'd get back to a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle, she'd be crying over the steering wheel, just, why don't they like me? Let's give that cunt a gun and see how things work out.
Cancel Christmas. It's a wrap.
And then they go, oh, well, answer to that, we'll just add more guns. They go, we'll put an armed security guard at every school across America. Yeah, that'll work out. The average security guard in America earns $16 an hour. Not a lot of wiggle room to be a fucking hero.
Hell no.
Someone comes onto the school and you've got Kevin.
Kevin!
Now, I'm sure Kevin's shit hot at Call of Duty, but it might not fucking cut it, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Now, I understand that when I'm doing this joke in this room, 50% of you agree with me, 50% of you don't agree with me. And I do respect the people who don't agree with me. Don't think I don't. The 50% that don't agree with me, 20% of those people are smart enough to realise this is a comedy show and it's not to be taken seriously, and they're laughing along because it's just funny jokes, right? And then the next 20% are sort of phased out a little bit and looking around going, wonder how they got that chandelier up there. And then there's the last 10%, and they're fucking furious.
Yeah.
Right now, in this room, and the people watching at home, 10% of you are fucking seething. Just
getting that twitch going on.
And for a couple of reasons. First reason, I'm making good points.
Yep. That's real. Okay, yeah, that's the end of part one. All right, there's a part two to this, and I'm not even gonna waste any time talking. Let's just get into part two. I'll comment and stuff at the end.
Second reason, and this is the big one. I'm foreign.
Yeah, I get
and
that.
that's pissing the fuck out of you right now. And your brain is on a loop and you can't fucking turn it off. And it's just going around in a circle and you're just going, if you don't like it, go home. If you don't like it, go home.
Exactly. That's exactly what we'd be saying because he's from another country.
And my answer to that is no. Came here legally, I pay my taxes, I'll say whatever the fuck I want.
Yes.
Your First Amendment means that I can say the Second Amendment sucks dicks.
That's what it is.
And
don't be a hypocrite
unless
now.
you're an American Indian, you're a fucking immigrant as well, so fuck off.
Thank you. Thank you.
People get so precious about it. Like, I understand that to Americans your Constitution is very important. I respect it, but please understand that every country has one as well. It's no more special than any other Constitution. We have one in Australia. I don't know what it says. I've never seen it. If there's a problem, we'll check it, but everything's going fine.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I get that the Constitution's important to you. I get it, right? I've had people come up to me in my face and scream at me in car parks as I'm leaving the theatre, going, you cannot change the Second Amendment.
Okay.
And I'm like, yes, you can. It's called an amendment.
Exactly. That's what amendment means. Oh, fucking people, man.
If you can't change something, it's called an amendment. See, many of you need a thesaurus more than you need a constitution.
Yeah, there you go.
And if you don't know what a thesaurus is, get a dictionary, work your way forward.
Yep.
Don't think your constitution's set in stone. You've changed things before. You used to have prohibition in there, right? And then people were like, hey, who likes getting fucked up? Yeah, I like getting fucked up too. Let's get that one out. Let's get that one out.
Oh, yeah.
You used to have this other thing in America called slavery. And then Lincoln came along and went, that's it, no more slaves. And 50% of you went, fuck you, don't take my slaves. And then the same bullshit arguments came out that you have with guns. Why should I have my slaves taken off me? I'm a responsible slave owner. I am trained in how to use my slaves safely. Just because that guy mistreated his slaves doesn't mean that my rights should be taken away from me.
You see how, man, I'll get to that. That is real, man.
I use my slaves to protect my family. I keep my slaves locked in a safe.
It sure did, too.
That's the thing. Why should I have my guns taken off me? I've done nothing wrong. Look, I agree with you. If you're a responsible gun owner and you don't fuck around with them, then you should be allowed your guns. You really should. But that's not how society works. We have to play to the 1% that are such fuckwits they ruin it for the rest of us. We have to walk as slow as our slowest person to keep society fucking moving, right? I take drugs like a fucking champion, right?
I've heard stories, man.
We should all be allowed to take fucking drugs, but we can't, can we? Because Sarah took drugs and she stabbed her fucking kids. Thanks, Sarah, you fucked it up for everyone. Right?
Sarah.
Everyone should be allowed to drive their car as fast as they can do it, right? But we can't because Jonathan got drunk and ran over a family. Thanks, Jonathan! Now I have to drive at 30, you fucking idiot! See, that's the thing. Why should I have my guns taken off me? I'm responsible just because that guy's crazy. Who's to say you're not crazy? That's the thing about crazy people. They don't know they're crazy. That's what makes them crazy. The only thing you know for sure on this earth is I think, therefore I am. you know that you exist. Anything past that is open to interpretation, right?
That's true.
You know you exist, and that's it. Right now, I think I'm in Boston talking to 1,200 people. That's what I think I'm doing. But there is a good to fair chance that I'm in a mental home, standing in front of a white wall, going, I hate guns, I hate guns, I hate guns.
Oh, he's good. That's good, man.
See, one of the better arguments is, well, if you take the guns away, then only the criminals will have guns. Not true. When they banned the guns in Australia, it worked. When they banned them in Britain, it worked. Okay. That Bushmaster gun that the kid was going to use in Sandy Hook cost like $1,000 American, and you can buy it in Walmart. It'll be delivered to your house. That's it, man. $1,000, right? That same gun in Australia on the black market costs $34,000. Now, if you have $34,000, you don't need to be a criminal. You've got $34,000. You're a great little saver. Keep going.
Exactly. Why doesn't that make sense?
So that covers the criminals, but that doesn't cover the people who want to murder your family, that are coming after you and your family. It kind of does. Like, the people who do the massacres, it covers them because, okay, the kid at Colorado who thought he was the Joker, let's say that he had some social issues. The kid at Sandy Hook was Asperger's as fuck. Right? I don't know if you know a lot about the black market, but you can't just rock up at the docks going, guns! Who wants to sell me a gun?
I hope not. Fucking stupid.
Now, I'm going to wrap this up. We won't talk about it anymore. Now, see, the one thing that I do really agree with the right to bear arms, I really agree with that the real reason it was written was so that you could form a militia to fight against a tyrannical government. In case the government became a bunch of cunts, you could all get your guns and fight back. And that's why it was written. Yeah!
Not no more.
And that made a hell of a lot of sense when it was just muskets. But you do know the government has drones, right? You get that? You're bringing guns to a drone fight.
It's over.
Like, if we went back to muskets, I'm all for it. Keep the Second Amendment. If we all have muskets, muskets are awesome. Every cunt should be carrying a musket with them at all times. You know what's good about the musket? It gives you a lot of time to calm down.
Yeah.
Someone calls your wife fat and you're like, fuck you, buddy.
Is that really how you have to load those things? Oh.
Nah, you're not a bad guy.
Oh, that's good. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be the end of that one. All right. Oh man, that was good. You know something? First of all, Jefferies, man, gun control. Oh my goodness, it's like whenever there's a big issue in the world going down, or just because I live in America, just say this country, but overall the world. But you know, when there's something in the world going on, man, it's like you can't. The sad thing is that you can't rely on your government. You can't rely on the experts to give you the information necessary. They always leave some things out. They explain it to you in a way that stupid people can't understand, so the stupid people are fucked. You know, it's just like, you can't rely on anybody but stand-up comics. I mean, it's not like they're providing you with the whole shit, you know what I mean? They're just telling jokes, you know what I mean? They're just doing their own thing, but it's just like, man, you wonder why some things don't go better than they do. And it's because of who's in charge, man, you know, and that's always what it is, you know? One of my favorite lines from Remember the Titans, that movie, one of the lines in there, he was like, when he was like, that's the worst attitude I ever heard, because they were arguing back and forth. And then he says, attitude reflect leadership, you know? And I think that couldn't be more true. I mean, granted, you know, people who do have good instincts, do have information and are very intelligent, you know, a lot of those people aren't even in government or in high positions of authority. But you know, hey, I guess we'll find out who's really got it handled when the apocalypse comes, right? Oh God, no. Alright, yeah, let's unpack a few things. You know, it's like, I don't like guns at all. I'm 36 years old, I've never even fired a gun. I've held a bunch of them, you know, probably played around with some bullets, loaded, unloaded, did the clip thing, whatever. Never fired a gun. I just don't like them because I know in my heart that if I were to learn about guns, I'd be very, very good at it. And that's not even boasting myself or being ego maniacal. I'm just saying if I was into guns, man, when I want to figure something out and get to the bottom of it and do something big with it, oh yeah, believe I'll do it. And guns is not one of the things that I want to learn about. You know, if the apocalypse comes and I get struck, man. It's just like I'm living for the world that I'm living in, you know, and I haven't prepared for that kind of future because, to be honest with you, I live in ignorance of hoping it'll never come. But you know, I don't like guns, man. It's just overall a pussy thing. You know what I mean? Like, if you got beef with somebody, man, don't bring a gun with you. Bring your fists. You know, and if they wanted to like do something else crazy, like throw a rock or hit you with a 2x4, you know, get yourself a wrench and, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? Just match with what's going on right in front of you. That's how I look at life. And aside from that, to say that guns are protection is very, very, very limiting to describe what goes on. I mean, like, if you need guns to protect yourself, then you're in a lot more trouble than you even realize. Or maybe you do realize it, and maybe that's just what it is, but just putting everybody in danger. School shootings, you know what I mean, like he was talking about, and the shooting in the movie theater and all that. It's just, there's so much bullshit going on with how we treat our mentally unstable people that need treatment, who need the help, you know what I mean? That no one wants to do anything right, so they're left to roam free, and a lot of situations like this happen. Now, granted, it's not just mentally unstable people that commit these crimes, but it's just like, when are we ever gonna do everything imaginable that we can do to make things better? We don't. We only put in a minimal or just half the full effort, man. Because everyone's lazy and everyone just wants to make money and, you know, eliminate the undesirables. Shout out to Bill Burr on that statement, but yeah, it's just too crazy to me. And talking about changing laws, like we could easily change the laws, you know what I mean? But guns are not just, you know, people having fun with guns. Guns is also a consumer thing too, you know what I mean? People make a lot of money off selling guns. You know what I mean? Guns are all over the goddamn country, man. And to be honest with you, there is never gonna be really any gun control. I mean, it's never gonna get under control, ever. You know, because no one's ever gonna relinquish them. People will go to war just to hold on to a pistol, man. That's how stupid we are as a country. So it's like, it's never gonna get any better. So I don't look forward to that happening. But to just talk about it and like bring it to light and let people know, yeah, you guys are part of the reason this is so fucked off. It's worth mentioning, you know? And it's like, no matter how you spin it, an abundance of guns is not worthy of a fun, productive life. It just isn't, you know what I mean? Granted, everyone has them, so if you feel like, oh man, something can happen to me, then people are gonna feel more compelled to get one. Even I'm compelled to go get one. At 36, I've never fired a gun, but I think about it. I ain't gonna lie. I think, well, let me go get a gun permit and let me go get myself a little gun, you know what I mean, and just keep it around just in case some shit go down, you know. I think about it too, you know, so it's not like I'm better than anybody with a gun, but it's just like, I wish more people would not give a fuck about them so much, you know what I mean. I wish that police officers wouldn't abuse the right to have a gun on them for being a police officer. I wish they'd handle it better. I wish everybody would just do the right thing. But therein lies the problem. This is America. America is not known, nor will it ever be known for doing the right thing. And that's just a harsh reality. I know some conservative minds would look at me and just think, oh, this motherfucker don't know what he's talking about. And the liberal side would probably just be like, well, you know, you're not speaking up enough, man. And I'm just like, see, no matter what, you can't please anybody. So it's just more or less, you just always have to take what comes at you, no matter what the hell the circumstance is in this country, man. Nothing bullshit is avoidable by the positions that our leaders put us in, you know, and that's just how I look at it. You know, it's just, there's more that can be spoken about this, you know, but it's like so loaded that the origin of the problem is, let's just dial that shit down, man. Maybe guns will never go away, man, but we can really, really tone down, you know, our desire to have them around and to use them all the time in all these weird ways, man. Guns get used in the stupidest ways, and they also get used in good ways to help, but it still causes a lot of damage and drama, you know, and traumatic experiences for other people involved. So no matter what, there's no ultimate happiness, and there's no avoiding sadness and heartbreak that comes with that shit. So, all right, yeah, enough rambling by me on that issue, man. That was Jim Jefferies one more time with gun control. And if you like that reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Keep everything going, like I said. Pretty please. But yeah, man, that's gonna be all she wrote for that one, man. Thank y'all for tuning in with me one more time on this one. I hope more loaded issues mixed with the laughs can come at us, because even though the world is pretty fucked up, man, we still gotta laugh, man, because that's the best medicine for the whole damn thing. And that sounds like a classic line, but it couldn't be more true. All right, Eddie B TV signing off one more again here. Love and appreciate y'all. Peace.